Hello everyone, welcome to Vlogmas day 12. Woo! I'll tell you one thing, besties, having a full Brazilian butthole and butt cheek wax at 9 a.m. when you're hungover is not it. Hello everyone. It actually kind of like woke me up to get like ripped. I'm like, look, I'm just like tired and hungover and want to go back home and ugh. And also my period. Nah, also was not fun getting waxed on your period. She complimented my nails too, which is sweet. I'm just gonna go home and go like legit back to bed. I'm like blah. We set up the Christmas tree yesterday, so we had some like, I don't like eggnog, but there's this like new silk eggnog or whatever. No wait, oat milk eggnog. So it doesn't really taste like, well, it tastes like eggnog, but anyway. This right here, this is the culprit. So good, but I may have added too much alcohol. I put some gingerbread syrup in it and vodka, and we just like had a good time and like, you know, set up the Christmas tree, but like I had one too many. Like I was making like triples by accident because I was like, woo, like thinking it was so much fun, until the next morning when I was like, oh my god, I have a wax at 9 a.m. Like I'm just like, I couldn't miss my appointment because you get late charges, like you get charged for your full appointment. So I was like, blah, but we were waxed, we're ready to go. OF will be back up and running this week because I was a monkey. So, ugh. And I had my period. So I was like, I'm not doing OF content like on my period and like looking like a monkey. So I just want to go home. I was gonna stop and get food, but I'm just like not even hungry. Like, ugh. Also, is it just my TikTok feed, or is your guys' TikTok feed filled with like conspiracies about the moon? Like faces in the moon, faces around the moon, faces beside the moon, things like going into the moon, like everything's like about the moon on my feed right now. I'm like, okay, like it's literally, I'm on like moon talk and I don't want to be. I'm not a witch. I just said I was gonna go home, but I was like just started craving like a soup and a sandwich, so I'm gonna go to Save On Foods here. And I'm not the biggest fan of Save On Foods, to be honest. Just saying that. I'm not trying to be a hater, just trying to be real, but like their soup and sandwich is what I'm craving, because I've had Tim Hortons. Oh, I was like, my camera's gone. I'm recording on it. Hello, hangover brain. Let's grab this, go home and eat. Okay, these are cute. Look at all the Christmas candies. Oh my god, these little, I love all the holiday setups. Like, even though they're just like crispers, like it just is like, get on board with holiday. Look at the little holiday crackers. Honestly, oh, Austin's favorite. They have the white fudge. Too bad I checked out. I also saw a TikTok of saying, is it true that Canadian grocery stores just have stuff outside? Like, and yeah, it's true. Right now there's like salt for your driveways and washer fluid. Yeah, they're just sitting outside. So it's like very trusting. I remember I saw a TikTok saying, oh, it's so cold, hold on. Like you would never see that in America. Is it really true? Like America, they don't have that at all? Because there's like outside of like everywhere, like pretty much. Like Walmart has like, I don't know, whatever. There's always like pumpkins outside when it's Halloween. Oh, I was walking by Starbucks in there. It said eggnog latte and I almost threw up right then and there because I was like, eh. That's literally what I'm hungover on right now. It's like eggnog shit. I'm like, eh. It just made me sick. So yeah, I got my fave Evian water. Did you know that Evian backwards is naive? Now you do. They didn't have the turkey sandwich that I usually get, but I got this yummy ham and Swiss one. I don't know, we'll try it out. I've never tried it. And their broccoli cheddar soup is one of the top 3 soups in the world I've ever tried, hands down. Okay, I don't know what was going on with my brain in this sentence right here. And their broccoli cheddar soup is one of the top 3 soups in the world I've ever tried, hands down. I meant one of my top 3 favorite soups I've ever tried. Like what? Boop beep boop. And then I saw these, had to get them. Lindor are my favorites. These ones are dulce de leche. Oh my god. I am excited. That's my hangover meal. Austin passed his comprehensive final. He passed, and now they're reviewing for like the red seal. He passed, he's so happy. So all he needs is his red seal, and then he's fully certified and done school. He's a fully certified mechanic and everything like that. But I'm gonna go home now before I pass out. I think this is kind of funny. Austin, he keeps stealing my lighters, and I only use lighters for my candles. Like when I'm lighting candles, I only use it for that. And he'll just grab it and go in the garage and like just like lose it or put it in his pocket. So he literally had to get a lighter leash. It's like literally like you can't take the lighter. Like here's the lighter, this is your lighter, you can't remove it from here. So he had to mount a lighter leash on here. So he stops messing around with my lighters. Like they're just for candles that give me a break. I just want to have my house smelling good. On. Hello, you loving it? Okay, besties, I tried to make like a refreshing little like skincare, doing my, you know, brushing my hair for once, and like it looked aesthetic, but here's the behind the scenes that you missed. Girl. Okay. What the hell? What the am I doing? What the frick? What? I had to use my teeth. Now there's gonna be teeth marks in it. Okay, there's actually teeth marks in it. Oh my god, there's freaking hair all over this. What in the world? Oh my god, wrapped around. Ew, why? Now it's all over the toothbrush. Oh yeah, because I need the light. Shit. It's not even zoomed in. Oh. Okay, this looks ugly. Dinner! Period craving. Whoop!
My favorite.
Eating it under the Christmas tree. Sashimi from Ko, amazing. It's tuna sashimi, salmon, and then there's some ginger, some wasabi, a little bit of salad. I love those little like shredded carrots with it. It's a nice little crunch. Paired with their umami soy, it's a slam dunk. Like look at that. Look at it glisten. Oh my god. Okay guys, I'm in the middle of editing right now and I need to stop because I have to tell you my dream last night. It was so intricate. It was so surreal. Like, okay, let's just get into it. So, I was Megan Fox marrying MGK. Now, I was me, like in the dream, I knew that I was Megan Fox marrying MGK, but in the dream, I was me. I looked like me. I didn't look like Megan Fox. If anything, I kind of resembled like Storm from X-Men. I had like this front part of my hair, like pitch black, the rest like bleach blonde, and it was all wavy, about like shoulder length. Gorgeous. I just had that like, I don't know, like sleek vibe to me. Like I was like beautiful, like a beautiful version of me, but I wasn't Megan Fox. Like didn't look like Megan Fox, but in the dream I was Megan Fox. So MGK wasn't anywhere near me. He wasn't anywhere near me. I woke up in this like beautiful home. I was just like so excited about my wedding day. This house I just recently moved into, it was like bright, beautiful. Everything was like white and like crystal, and it was quite bare because I had just, or we, I don't know, because I didn't see much of MGK. What a good fiance. It was like white marble and just gorgeous. It was like gorgeous. You could see boxes like unpacked. It like I had just moved in there, and this was like a huge house with like corridors and like different layers and levels and just like huge bedrooms, but a lot of it was bare, but it was very like bright white. So I got up and I went looking around the house, and I saw like so many people, like just people I didn't recognize, but like just regular people. But I also saw like celebrities. I don't know how to explain this, but like I just knew knew that they were celebrities. I couldn't tell you exactly who they are. There are specific celebrities that I will mention that I know, but like in the, I don't know how to explain it. Like I knew that there were celebrities and like A-listers, but then there was also just like family members and stuff. But like I was kind of like on my own, so I start like walking around and like looking around for my fiance because I'm about to get married. Everyone was in like groups and crowds and like having champagne, and it was like the wedding day. People were getting prepared, but it was almost like a medieval times setup, like a medieval times event-esque type thing. I don't know how to explain it. Like there was like different vendors, like taverns and like mugs and stuff, and like people walking around. So I start walking by myself. Everyone else has like a group, and I see my husband MGK walking, and he looks like MGK. He has like holographic like silvery white pants on. He has a black mesh shirt on. He's got like the wavy blonde hair, and he has these like piercing white contact lenses on, and he's walking with like his entourage behind him, and he's walking, and I see him and I get really excited because it's our wedding day, and it's like I'm marrying this man. So I go up to him to hug him, and he's like, first of all, he acts like he doesn't even see me. He acts like I don't exist. And he goes like, whoa, babe, because I go to hug him, and he's like, whoa, babe. It's almost like he's like purposely ignoring me. It's like I'm the like loser nerd kid in school, and he's like the popular kid with all these people around him, and I'm just like trying to find my man on my wedding day. And I go to hug him, right? And he's like, whoa, babe, stop. Like the balloons in my outfit are gonna pop. I don't see any balloons. He's skinny, there's no balloons. I wrote my dream in depth here. He's also on stilts. Like he's like, I don't know, it was like some like weird outfit he was wearing. He was like on stilts. So it was like super tall. And then he goes, check you later. So he walks away. He makes barely any eye contact with me. And then when he says that, like as he's walking away, I say, well, what about my implants? Because like we have these buffalo rides that we're doing. What? At the wedding, we have these buffalo rides. So if you have balloons, I can't even hug you. What about my implants for the buffalo rides that we're doing? Like, is this gonna affect it? And he just keeps walking, whatever, like doesn't even, like, I'm like nobody. So now I'm concerned about my implants popping because his balloons in his outfit are gonna pop. I feel like a loser, a loner, whatever. I'm just like kind of like walking alone past this like almost like medieval festival. And some people are like, congratulations, and like walking by with like champagne. I'm not like dressed up at all. I just have like my hair and makeup done. I feel like it's like a preparation for the wedding. So I see a group of people standing beside a car talking, and they seem approachable. So I go up to them and I start talking, and I was like, hey, like, how are you guys doing? And they were like, congratulations. Like, I've been following your success, your relationship for so long. You guys are perfect for each other. And then the one guy is Michael Cera. What? Michael Cera. Also, in my dream, I know that he's Michael Cera, but he looks nothing like Michael Cera. He is like redhead, curly, freckles, has like spaced out teeth, but for some reason in the dream I knew that he was Michael Cera. So I was like, oh my god, you're Michael Cera. Like, and then I said, I haven't fangirled until now. Like, so nice to meet you. And I go out to like shake my hand, and he goes, we met like 5 times before. We met at the exhibition, which is like an event in my city. And he's like, and I have a picture of us together. And I was like so embarrassed because I had already met the kid. So he's scrolling through his phone trying to find like the picture that we took together, and I feel embarrassed because now the only person that's like interacting with me is the person like I curved, basically. So trigger warning, animal cruelty, skip to this if you don't want to hear about this. It's just part of the dream, but here we go. So I start hearing this like weird noise, like screeching and like clanking. I look over, and there's this like section set up in these like medieval times like booths, and the clanking is in the middle of this like road, like where people are walking. There's like bones being thrown, like bloody bones. The jingling is the bracelet, by the way. Like bones, like bloody-ish bones. So I look up, and there's this like booth, and then there's at the front of the booth, There's dogs on hooks. I'm gonna try to be as like less gruesome as possible. Kind of like when like people like set up like in like meat departments, like with pigs. Like, you know how like they're like on hooks and like the carcasses of like a pig, like when you eat bacon or pork chops or anything like that, ribs, anything, like that's just how it is. But these were dogs. What the butcher was doing, and he was like a scary butcher. He had like it was almost like a horror movie. He had like rubber gloves on, that like rubber apron on. He was like pulling out bones and throwing them in the middle of this like thing, and that's what like the screeching was like the animal, anyway, the clanking. So I was like, oh my god. So I turned back to like my group of friends that I made, and I was like, what is that? And they were like, oh well, don't worry about it, like that's like the ritual because you're getting married, and like that's a good thing and everything. And then I hear a different noise. I look over and it's cats. There's again a row now of cats, and one bone gets taken out and it falls. And anyways, it's still a lot. I'm not even gonna say it. Anyways, it was super, super gruesome. So I look away and I start like running back to like my room. And I was like, I really don't wanna see that. And he's like, no, it's like fine. Like that's what happens at like weddings like this. Like you're totally fine, it's okay. Like we've met each other before, you know me. And I was like, I feel just weird about this. All of a sudden, my dream, it's almost like I go to sleep and wake up. So I wake up in the dream in the same bed that I woke up at the starting of the dream, in this like elaborate mansion, beautiful mansion, alone in my bed. And now I'm thinking in my dream, is this a loop? Or am I a married woman? Did I get married? Stuff like that. And I'm looking around, I'm alone. I don't have my phone. I don't have any of my belongings. It's just like a blank room, and I can hear like partying going on downstairs. So I'm very confused. I get up, I'm in like a weird wedding dress. I go downstairs, people are still partying, some people are making breakfast, people are still conversing. Also, people are like still ignoring me. I'm like, cool. So I go downstairs and I look. Some people like smile at me like this, other people just like completely ignore me. And I'm like, am I a married woman? Like, where's my fiance? Like, I love MGK. Like in this dream, like he was like my like love. Like I loved him. Like I was a Megan Fox. Like I loved him, but I couldn't find him anywhere. And then all of a sudden I ran into, out of all people, Will Ferrell. This is so stupid. Like, why would I dream this? Will Ferrell was like, wow, like you really had a lot of people try to help you last night, hey? And I went, what? And he's like, a lot of people were like trying to calm you down in bed last night. Like you really, really drank way too much. And I was like thinking, like I didn't drink. Like I didn't drink one sip of alcohol. Like I was so confused, and they were telling me like I was like plastered, blackout drunk, like just saying shit, just saying random shit. And like I was not drunk, like I didn't drink. I like woke up, went downstairs, like was bullied basically, saw like something horrific, and then all of a sudden like blacked out. So in the dream, Will Ferrell is like kind of like asking me like, oh well, what do you remember? I don't know if you guys have been like very, very drunk before, where like you black out but you can remember pieces of the night. So as he's saying this to me, I remember one piece, and the piece I remember is like us like in like almost like a Vatican, like Rome, like a beautiful chapel, like getting married. My hands are in MGK's hands and we're looking at each other, smiling, loving each other, and that's what I remember. And then it goes blank. So I tell this to Will Ferrell and a couple of girls that he's like with, and they're like trying to like calm me down, and they were like, you were so like drunk, like that's embarrassing for you. And I was like, I like thinking like I didn't even drink anything, like what? And he's like, you kept saying over and over like JK words, like a word that started with J and a second word that started with K. And he said, and it sounded like you were talking about a girl, like Jacqueline or like Jocelyn King, or like it kept being like Jocelyn King, and you were saying you hated her, and people were trying to put you to bed and being like, no, just go to sleep, and you're like, no, I hate Jocelyn King, it was like Jocelyn King K, Jacelyn K, something like that. And I was like, what? I don't even know who the f that is, and I don't even remember drinking. And then Will Ferrell's literally telling me like sometimes people don't even remember that they drank and stuff until they get like super blacked out. And I'm like, okay, like what? And I'm like, where's MGK? Like all this. This is so fucking wild. And then Michael Cera's there again, and he's like, well, I thought she said like chicken. And I was like junior chicken? Like, cause I hate junior chickens, and like people that were in the room with me, which were like maybe 4 or 5 people, were like, oh, we hate junior chickens too, and they start laughing. And in real life, like reality, I hate junior chickens. And I was like, oh yeah, so like that's probably what I was saying, is like, I hate junior chicken. I hate junior chickens, like, what? So they were like, yeah, like maybe it was just junior chickens, but anyways, after your vows, you like were messy, you blacked out, you were embarrassing, like you made the night about you, you flipped the script, and I was like so embarrassed. So again, I'm trying to find my husband now. Did we really get married? What is going on? And he is nowhere to be found. And Will Ferrell is now comforting me. He's like, it's okay, like, it's okay. It happens to the best of us. We all get like super blacked out drunk. Like, it's okay. And he's hugging me and I'm like, I didn't even drink. Like, what? Anyway, I married MGK. I was Megan Fox, but I wasn't. Some crazy like animal stuff happened. I made friends with Michael Cera, but already knew him. I was a loner, I was a loser. I was dating MGK, but he didn't even like me. What is happening? Can somebody please decipher this dream? What is this dream? It was so wild. I had to write it down. I woke up like so confused. I'm like, am I woken up now? Like looking around. Also, there was a book, like a novel beside my bed, and it was so waterlogged that it had like an indentation in it. I don't know if that means anything, but like it was a fucking weird dream, and I just like don't know how to decipher it, and I've been thinking about it all day. So if anyone watching this is like a dream expert or a dream interpreter or anything like that, if you can like decipher this dream, or maybe it was just like a random dream I had, please drop it in the comments. I'm so intrigued to know your guys' thoughts and opinions on this. Was it just random? Did it mean something? Like, I have no idea. Like, I like MGK, yes, but I don't like listen to him every day. Megan Fox, I've only seen like 1 or 2 of her movies. I don't follow her on anything. I honestly haven't even seen really them lately on social media, I mean. So I'm so curious about this. Like, what is this? I just feel like it was like so specific that it had to mean something, but maybe it's just like a random dream and I'm thinking way too in depth of it. Anyway, comment your weird dreams down below. Look at that beautiful sunset. Okay guys, I'm gonna end the vlog here with a little joke. Sorry, it was more of a like story time kind of video, but sometimes I just don't know what to vlog every single day on Vlogmas. So hopefully this makes up for it. Did I tell you about the time I fell in love during a backflip? I was heels over head. Ha 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 ha. Okay. See you tomorrow, guys.